You believe. You never look, just you believe. Same thing. We believe ourself. Self. Since someone call your name, we believe. Oh yeah, I'm Sarah. There's a Sarah. I'm Catherine. There's a Catherine. Somewhere. Self. Then, since you believe there is a Sarah, there's a George, start the problem, create the problem, experience suffering. Number one, you believe Sarah. Like a cell phone. Now you hold in the cell phone. Number two, you give now your cell phone number to give to others, summons. A lot of people, they call you, they bother you. You must answer. You must respond. Look, same thing. Number one, Sarah. Number two, number three, number four, 5 or 6 sensations. Eye, ear, mouth, taste, the touch. Through them, you experience the suffering. Like now, 5 people know your phone number, your email address, your Facebook. They write, they call. Always they bothers you. Always they talking about bad things. So you're unhappy. Because the cause, self, create the problems. That's why the Buddha say, no self, no problem. As much as your ego, the selfish, go down, the happiness go up. This is a guarantee. This is the Buddha's 6 years, the experience from 6 years of meditation. And also the thousands, the Buddhist meditators experience. If there's no self, no problem. If there's self, problem. So, from the Tibetan, the good meditators, always they point themselves. When they have some problem, point, themselves, not others. Me. Self is the cause of problem. The creator, not others. Like someone stealing your money. Of course you're unhappy. Someone stealing your car, you're suffered. Someone burning your yard, maybe house. You're unhappy. Of course you say, someone, But if you go a detail, individually, you. Cause of the suffering is you. Cause of problem is you. Because you think it belongs to you. You are attached. Then if something happens, then you suffer it. That's the Buddha's talking about. No self, no problem. If there's self, there's a problem. You can enjoy whatever you have, but less attachment is the best. Less selfish ego is the best. Is the way to less suffering. we can see like in this book, I think around like 200 pages. If I have like 200 pages like book, I have 200 like attachments, desires. I have attachment for each page. Look, I have attachment. Same thing on my bookshelf. If there's 100 books, I have 100 attachments. And somewhere, if I have like 10 shoes, if I have 20 like shirts, I have 10 pants, I have 10 attachments. In my kitchen, if I have like 50 cups, I have 50 desire, 50 sufferings. If I have only one cup, I have only one attachment. Look. If I have like $1 bill, I have only one attachment. If I have $1 million, I have 1 million attachment. Also, I have 1 million maybe suffering. Because I don't want to lose the money. I'm afraid of lose the money. Because self. I thought there's a self. Self need this, self need that, self need, self need, self need. More and more and more and more and more. Even the spiritual teachers. Number one, if there's self, attach the self. Okay, I'm Buddhist teacher. I need a student. I need a Dharma center. If you build one Dharma center, I need a second Dharma center. If I have like 50 followers, I need 100 followers. More and more and more. Because I strongly believe there's a self. Then I'm afraid of losing my followers, losing my center, losing my reputation. Always I'm afraid, scary. Because self. I can see from like myself and my other like spiritual, friends, the teachers, who has more like the ego, more suffering, more anger, more attachment. Who has less ego, less attachment, less suffering. So, no matter you're a spiritual teacher, practitioner, whatever, if you don't want suffering, you must work with self. Self. And look like point. Self. No self, no problem. More self, more problem. Like in America, I think half marriage doesn't work. Half or more than. Why? Because self. Selfish. Too much selfish. Of course, it doesn't work. Tibetans say, put the yak horns in a bag. Yak horns. Put it in a bag. When you look from outside, what it look like? It's like that. Look. It doesn't work well because each yak horn is very like strong, not soft. Same thing, your ego, your selfish is very like strong, like a stubborn. So this husband, this has a very strong selfish ego. The wife has also the strong and very bad, ego, like a yak horn. So then put it together, doesn't work. That's why more than half American marriage doesn't work. Because selfish, like a yak horn, Tibetan yak horn. It doesn't work. It's very difficult to work. As Milarepa said too, even the yak horn, especially wild yak horn, if you try to work every day, maybe one day you can work. But the ego, the ordinary thoughts, ordinary mind doesn't work. So that's what I'm talking about. Self and selfish. Who has this selfish, like the yak horn? They cannot work together. No matter is a husband and wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, even the spiritual teacher, spiritual followers. If they have a selfish, the ego like a yak horn doesn't work. That's why now many the Dharma centers, teacher, disciples fighting. They sue each other. They fight each other. They yell each other.